How's it going, everybody? Welcome to the channel. This is Big Daddy Dave, and this is a map tour for a new mod map to Farming Simulator 22 called Schwaadeheim. And we're going to start with the description from the mod hub, and it reads, Welcome to Schwaadeheim. The map contains 197 plots, 135 fields, of which 14 meadows, 39 woods, 2 equipped farms without farmhouses. The farmhouse is located in the city. There are 2 more building areas for farms and 3 building areas for productions. Vehicle trader, livestock dealer, various purchase stations for animal feed or consumables, 11 sales points, BGA, vehicle dealer, rock crusher, livestock dealer, 20 productions, sawmill, bakery, tailoring, dairy, oil mill, sugar factory, cereal factory, spinning, diesel, fermenter, grass dryer, fertilizers, seed production, compound feed cows, compound feed pigs, sugar beet pulp, grain drying, animals on the map, chickens, pigs, cows. There are bags of chicken feed, cow feed, sheep feed, seed, and fertilizer, 20 collection pieces, and Precision Farming Ready DLC. There are mods required for this map, starting with the Cowshed 3+0 by DMI 20mm Normandy, Dutch Shed Pack by Raff Farmer and DMI 20mm Normandy, Bunker Silo Newfangled by Dithmarsher Modding, Pig Shed by DMI 20mm Normandy, Diesel Pallet by DS Power, and the rest of these are also by DS Power, starting with the storage pallets, feed mixing plant, grain drying, seed production, garden plot. This map was created by DS Power and is 213.86 megabytes to download. And if we take a look at the map, this is what it looks like. We start out here in the southwest-ish corner of the map, right here by our sleep trigger, our main farmhouse. We start out by owning farmlands number 2, 13, 22, 32, 33, 34, 35, and 59. 2 is our main starting farm. 13 is a canola field that is ready to harvest. 22 is a canola field that has been harvested. 32 is a wheat field ready to harvest. 33 is a wheat field ready to harvest. 34 is a grass field ready to harvest. 35 is a grass field ready to harvest. And 59 is a barley field ready to harvest. Field prices do vary, but for the most part, because the fields are small, they're very, very cheap. So 38,000, 43,000, 65,000, 27,000. I mean, that's relatively inexpensive for the fields that you're getting. Even one here with a little bit of forestry connected to it, you've got 71,000. But there are some that are pretty expensive. This one here, 150, 467,000. So it does get there, but you've got so many different fields that you can kind of buy throughout the whole process to really kind of ramp up your production relatively quickly, at least diversify your production relatively quickly. We take a look at our animals. We do start out with the animals, a couple of pens and pastures here, sheep, cow, and chickens. We do have contracts available to us. Production chains at the start. We have a TMR production, a seed production, and a garden plot or a greenhouse. And we do have collectibles available on this map, 20 of them to be precise. If we take a look at mods specific to this map, starting with the build menu, scrolling down here to the mods and DLCs, you will see Schwaadeheim, and we do have several mods specific to this map. Here are the bags that were mentioned in the description. So we got mineral feed, seeds, got solid fertilizer, chicken feed, cow feed, which is just TMR, sheep feed, just grass. We've got herbicide here, and we also have baled TMR. And then looking at the build menu, starting with buildings and sheds, there's nothing under sheds, but under silos, so we scroll all the way to the right, you will see a couple here that are tagged with the Schwaadeheim tag right here, these 4. Those are specific to this map. Under silo extensions, there is nothing. Under containers, you do have the Schwaadeheim tagged fuel tanks. Those are actually liquid tanks. I'll show those here in a little while. Nothing under tools and nothing under farmhouses. Under productions, though, if we scroll to the right, you will see we've got here Yeah, there it is. The sugar beet cut plant 2000R, so you can make cut sugar beets. Nothing under selling points, greenhouses, orchards, or generators. Now, under animals, we have nothing under cows, nothing under pigs. I'm sorry, nothing under cows, nothing under horses, pigs, sheep. But under chickens, we do have the Schwaadeheim mod specific to this map. Nothing under bees or others. Under decorations, we have nothing under fences and nothing under lights. But under others, if we scroll over, you'll see here a couple of the courtyard 1 and 2 mods specific to this map. And then lastly, under landscaping, if we take a look under painting, we do have several additional painting swatches available to us, as well as some trees and some plants. So that is very nice. Now you do start out here right by your sleep trigger, which is separate from your main starting farm. So sleep trigger right here in front of us. Right here across the street, you have the pizzeria tucked away right back here, sell point. And now I'm going to run back over here to grab our pickup truck and start heading around the map. And there we go. Go ahead and head off in this direction to start out with. Now, coming up here to my left, you'll see this little tower here. This is a buy point, and you can see all the various products that it will allow you to buy. So we've got things like liquid fertilizer, seeds, solid fertilizer, lime, and herbicide. And this is called the Station DS. And there's several Station DSs. So you will kind of run into a repeating theme here. Now this is the premium potato production. Now I'm going to go ahead and borrow a whole bunch of money because there's going to be several places that I want to purchase right off the bat, and this is going to be one of them because I do want to show the recipes on some of these production points. Now you can borrow, I believe it's 510,000. Yep, 510,000. We'll go ahead and purchase this for $60,000 for the premium potatoes, and you can see, put in potatoes and water and you get out premium potatoes, pig food, slurry, and stones. That is a really nice recipe right there. So this, for 60 grand, you're getting 4 separate products, including a very highly profitable product in pig food. That's huge. Huge, huge, huge. So here you have your output right there, and your input for your water is over there. And your input for everything else is right here. Now just across the street, tucked away back here, is your biogas plant. A couple bunker silos right over there. And right here is the BGA Biomass Energy Schwaadeheim for $658,968. You can purchase this. And now we head out. We just follow this around for a little ways until we get back over by where we first started, over at the sleep trigger there in town. But this kind of just takes us out to the kind of a roundabout kind of area. This is one of the building areas for a starting farm tucked away back here that was mentioned in the description. Now coming up here at the end of this road, to my right is the pizzeria and starting sleep trigger. Now we do have to come out here a little ways and gonna have to do a fair bit of backtracking because unfortunately there's a few of these sell points that are, I shouldn't say unfortunately, but there are a few sell points that are like really tucked out of the way, this being one of them. Now this right here is the Caspier Truths sell point. It looks like a place for sugar beets and potatoes. And now this part, this is where you have to travel a fair distance away from everything else in order to get to. So we're going to just drive up there as quickly as possible. And then just, whoop, hey, there's a tree there. Continuing to follow this road out. Now, tucked away over here, this is the Rocco's Jupe sell point. Oops. There we go. Alright, now we backtrack just a little ways, all the way back to where the road kind of forked off and split away from the main strip. Oops. As we continue to follow this back, should be coming up here to my left, my turn. There it is. And now, making it back out to the main road right here, we'll make a left and then a right. And the first stop is right over here. We have the tailor shop for 100,000. You can purchase this. Inputs here and outputs there. And then tucked around the backside here, this is the Ledley Glaham sell point. And then just out front here is an electrical charging station right there. Up here we'll make a right. Now to my left, that is the Queenie's Kiosk sell point right there. And then tucked around the backside over here, oops, I drove right past it. Right back here, this is the Blumen-Bachmann sell point. And as we continue to go down this little back road, to my right, this is the grain drying production point. You can purchase this for $30,000, which we will. And you can see you can make dried wheat, barley, maize, aka corn, and oats. And everything that you dry also produces stones, which is, again, a really nice addition. But you have inputs here and outputs there. Now we need to turn around, head back towards the town. There we go. Coming up here on my right, whoops, this is the dairy. Purchased this for $70,000, and tucked away back here, the input and the output. And then across the street is the bakery. Purchased this for $50,000, and tucked around the back, input and output. Oops. Now continuing down the road. Oops, I drove right past it. This is the next point of interest. Just tucked away in here, we have a repair trigger right there, shop trigger right here, and another Station DS. Again, buying the same things at this one as the previous one. So you got your liquid fertilizer, seed, solid fertilizer, lime, and herbicide. Now there are other towers and they will accept or will be able to purchase other product types, but you do get a few of them that repeat. Now tucked away just in here, we have the Bettenheim Tank Stellar sell point and a gas station right here. Go hop back in the truck and drive down the road a little ways. And here we're going to make a left. And before we take a look at everything in here, let's go ahead and take a look at the map and see what we've seen, where we've been so far. So we started here at our kind of main sleep trigger. Went all the way around to here where we saw the Station DS, the first one, then came over to the Premium Potatoes production point, and then across the street to the Biomass Energy. We then came up and around back over here. Oh, I'm sorry, we went to the pizzeria first after we started here at the sleep trigger. So sleep trigger, pizzeria, and then around the loop. We then came up here out to this side road where we saw the Casper Trute. Then up and around to here, we saw the Rocco's Jupe. Came back down out to here to the main road. Came out and saw the tailor shop. Then the Ledley Glenheim over to the electrical charging station. Up to here where we saw the Queenie's Kiosk. Then out to the Blumen Bachmann sell point. And then out to here to the grain drying. We then backtracked a little ways out to here where we saw the dairy and then the bakery. Out to here where we saw the Bettenheim Tank Stellar and the gas station. Went back up and around out to here, which is where we are currently. So right this way, tucked around the backside over here, this is the grain mill. This is purchasable for $76,000, and we are going to buy this because, take a look at this, come down here, we have wheat flour, oatmeal, sorghum flour, barley flour, millet flour, and cornmeal. Now, normally, these aren't anything new, but I think these are all individual types of flour. I don't think these are just flour. So if we take a look at the prices per 1,000, we scroll down to the very bottom where all the map specific mods are, you can see cornmeal, millet flour, oatmeal, and barley flour are all separated into various categories. So there is no, I mean, there is a flour that can be used in like the cakes and stuff like that, but this specifically is like kind of its own thing and produces multiple different flour types. And that actually kind of dawned on me. I should take a look at the bakery just to make sure that there isn't something modified about that. So let's take a look. Got the bakery here. Just going to fast travel to it. Okay, nope. So it's just our normal flour and or our bread and cake. So nothing out of the ordinary there. So those are just additional production points. So let's go back to the truck. We have our input for the grain mill here, and our output is tucked away just over here, right there. So let's go ahead and hop back in the truck. Over here, we have the cereal factory. We purchased this for $110,000. And we have our output and input there. We'll just run over here real quick. This is the spinnery. You can purchase this for $60,000. And input here, output behind it. Right here, this is the sugar beet cut plant 2000R. For $25,000 we can purchase this, and again, another nice mod specific to this map. So 1,000 sugar beets in, 100 water, you get 950 sugar beets out, 75 slurry, and 50 stones. So you do lose a little bit on the actual sugar beets to cut sugar beets, but you are actually coming out in totality with the slurry and the stones. And we've got our inputs here, we got an output here, and an output here. Now, tucked away over here, we have the sugar mill. You can purchase this for $80,000. Output here, and input right back here. Another station DS tower right here. We can purchase a bunch of products. To my left, there is the Kobe Budchen sell point. And to my right, we have the Schmitz Lang Agra Handle sell point. And then tucked away right here is the oil mill. You can purchase this for $80,000. We have an input here and an output right there. And now we can head out of this kind of complex that we got going on here, this little industrial park. Continue to follow this road out to here. We need to follow this. And then tucked away right back here. Follow this over here to the next point of interest, right here. Gonna open the gate. And follow this around over here. Now, to my left, this is the Boltz Holzbau sell point. So it's like a wood sell point. And then tucked around this side over here is the sawmill production. $100,000 to purchase a sawmill. We have wood cell trigger right here, or output over here. I'm sorry, this is the inputs with the wood cell trigger here, output, and an output for your wood chips directly in front of us. So now we head out to the next area. And you know what? There was one thing I forgot to mention at the very beginning. I'll mention it now. You are able to purchase all areas of the map, and you have this large periphery chunk here that you can purchase for no money. So that is a very nice part of this map. So now we backtrack out to the main strip. Oh, wait a minute. I think I just noticed something. Oh, no, never mind. Never mind. So there's one area coming up here that is kind of a standalone area, and you'll see what I'm talking. Nope, that's not where I need to go in. It's over here. I'll point it out once we get to it, and kind of, I think it'll make more sense. So to my right, that is the Ballestrun Reifensen sell point. And then back here is the grass dryer production point. You can purchase this for $56,000, and we will. And we've got grass and diesel making hay. So over here we have our output here, input of grass here, input of diesel right there. Now we head to the right. To right here. Here we have another station DS sell point, but you can see here the symbols on this one are different. We can buy pig food, TMR, and wheat at this particular buy point. And then over here we have the animal dealer. Now, you can come to this location or use the same symbol at the pens and pastures themselves in order to purchase animals. Now, if you do use this icon directly or the icon at the pen and pastures, you will see an additional fee. That fee is associated to a delivery fee. So if you buy, let's say, an adult cow, you're paying $100 extra for the convenience of the animal dealer to take it from this location and put it into your pen and pasture for you. But you can save that money, especially considering if you're buying a lot of animals, by coming to this location with an animal trailer. Whether it's owned, whether it's leased, it doesn't matter. Bring it to this location, load it into the animal trailer itself, and then deliver the animals yourself. You will save that additional fee. So now we're going to head back out to the main road. And we're going to turn left. And then right here is farm number 2. Now, we haven't been to our main farm just yet, but if we take a look at the map, and again, we'll show where we've been up to this point. So, where was I? I just... I think, if I remember correctly... Let's see. I think we came out to the grain dryer, if I remember properly. Well, after we came from the grain dryer, we then backtracked up to here. We saw the dairy and the bakery. We then came back out, showed the... came through here. We saw the shop trigger, repair trigger, and the station DS. Then we went to the Bettenheim Stellan sell point and the gas station. We then came up and around to this industrial park, and we saw the grain mill, the cereal factory, the spinnery, the sugar beet cut plant 2000R. We also saw the sugar mill, the station DS, the Kobe's Butchen sell point, the Schmitz Lang Agrarhandel sell point, and the oil mill. We then came back up and around to here. Out to here, where we then came out to see the Bolts Holzbau sell point and the sawmill production point. We then came back out to here, back to the main road, up and around to this area over here. Farmland number 3. If you purchase this for $79,142, so not too expensive whatsoever, you get your secondary farm. Open this up. And then right here, we have our seed production. Now this is what I was talking about. This is a liquids tank. Now normally this would be a fuel tank and that's it. But if we come here, you'll see down the bottom right hand corner the herbicide, diesel, and liquid fertilizer. It's all being stored here all at once, and you can purchase all three of those various products there. Now, tucked around the back side over here, we do have a silo right here. Straight ahead, we have the pig feed production point where we can make pig food. And inputs here, outputs on the side. We've got a pig barn right here, 20 out of 170. Feed goes here, slurry comes out here. Behind me, we have a repair trigger tucked away inside this door. And then over here, we have a chicken pasture. Room for 60 chickens, we have 21. Eggs are spawning there. Feed goes in right there. And that's it. You get a bit of storage right here in the front, but other than that, that's pretty much the secondary farm. Now we'll go ahead and come back out. And now tucked away in here, we have the fermenter for $56,000. You can purchase this one, and if we go ahead and purchase it, you'll see you need grass, chaff, hay, or straw, plus diesel, and you get that to turn into silage. Inputs are all right there, and outputs right here, with another fuel input right there, or diesel, I should say. Now over in this direction, I believe if I head this way, oops, we have the next point of interest, another Station DS buy point right there. And right here, we have the fertilizer production for $56,000. You can purchase this, and you can see you can take manure, water, and lime and make solid fertilizer, which isn't a bad recipe. You do lose a little bit, but water's free, and there's tons of places to get water on this map, and lime is cheap. So that's really nice, and you're not losing much. You're only losing like 250 liters worth of lime. You're getting a 1-to-1 ratio when it comes to manure. So that is one of the best recipes I've seen for fertilizer. You've got the input right there, and you've got the output tucked away on the other side right here. And now we're just gonna head around this whole kind of roundabout area. Now coming up here is that kind of standalone area that I was talking about. That kind of that thing that caught my attention earlier. I thought there might have been another kind of standalone, but right here we have a chicken barn. Now, in order to purchase this, we need to look at our map. We were here at the second farm. We saw everything we need to see here. We came back out of here, came over to the fermenter, then came to this road. We started making a left where we saw the Station DS as well as the fertilizer production, and then came all the way over to here, farmland number 145 for $35,232. You can see now we have a chicken symbol that comes up. So we come over here, we got feed input here, we got the chicken purchase point right here, 61 out of 1,360 chickens, and output for eggs is right there. And now we'll continue to head up over here. And then right over here is our main starting farm, tucked around right here. So because we're here at the starting farm, let's go ahead and take a look at some of the starting equipment. So under the buy menu, under owned items, under medium tractors, we have a Fendt 718 Vario, a 714 Vario, and a John Deere 7810. Under harvesters, we have a Rosselmash Nova 330. Cars, we have the Lizard Pickup 1986. Trailers, we have two Welger DK115s. Header, we have the header for the Rosselmash here. Under plows, we have the Agromaz POV 5XL. Cultivators, the Amazon Senio 4000 Super. Power harrows, the K-Brand HR4040DS. Seeders, the K-Brand Venta 4030DS. Planters, the Amazon Presea 4500 2C Super. Slurry tanks, the FarmTech Super C800. Mowers, the Sepnusel F240. Forage wagons, the Pottinger Boss Alpine 251. Under animals, the K-Brand RA142. Front loaders, the Quickie Q7M. Front loader tools, the Albut Front Loader Shovel DS, and the Pallet Fork. Under header trailers, the Nardi N40B. Weights, we have an Agco 2300, another 2300, and a Class W 1800. Under miscellaneous, we have the Amazon T-Pack U, and under pallets, we have a fillable metal box, well, 3 fillable metal boxes under pallets. So let's go ahead and pull in, as that is all of our starting equipment. Now to my right, we have some of our starting equipment tucked in here, as well as a repair trigger. And again, another chicken barn, similar to what we saw. We do have those fillable boxes, and they do have TMR already in them. Chickens, we have 21 out of 60 here. Eggs spawn there. Feed right out front right here. Tucked away in here, we have our garden plot, our greenhouse, and you can see it does require fertilizer, seeds, and water to produce anything, but you've got your inputs here and output right there. Bunker silo directly to my right. Straight ahead, we have our seed production. And here we have our inputs here, outputs here. We have another fuel tank right here for herbicide, diesel, and liquid fertilizer. We've got a sheep barn, or sheep pasture, right here. 5 out of 75 sheep. We have water, feed, and where the pallets spawn? That just dawned on me. Did I miss something? Huh. I feel like I'm just missing it somewhere. Yeah, I'm not quite sure where the spawn, where the wool will spawn. But over here, we do have our cow barn. 20 out of 80 cows are here. We have our milk trigger in here. We've got our feed trigger here. And here we have a manure heap and our slurry point right here. Now I need to go hop back in the truck. Bale and pallet storage to my left. And then lastly, here we have the mixed feed cows. So it's a little TMR maker right there. Input here, output up there. A couple of trailers right here with this tractor, and I will point out it does have wheat already in them. And if you remember from back when I was reading the various fields. There was a canola field that was harvested already. Now, it would be cool if this was actually canola and not wheat. That would kind of make more sense that you just got done with one of the field harvests. But, I mean, not a big deal. It is what it is. Silo right here. Let me get back to my notes because I scrolled back. Okay, there we go. Silo right here. And that is everything at your starting farm. Now we need to make a left and go visit the last 2 points of interest. They're tucked away over in this area. Tucked around the backside over here, we have the diesel production. 78,000, you can purchase this. And you can see we can make diesel from canola and sunflowers. And we have an input here and an output. I believe, where was the output? Did I miss it? No, output right here. There it is. And then across the street, the last point of interest, stone crusher, or what they call it here is the boo-boos. That's right, boo-boos, and Sorgens und Container Service. Whew, that one's a doozy. So just we can call it boo-boos. It's boo-boos rock crusher, or stone crusher, debris crusher. Those are the words. But that is it. That is the map. Schwaadeheim. Schwaadeheim. Wow. Now it is time to render my opinion, let you know what I think. 0 to 5 scale as always. And I tell you what, I actually really like this map. There's a lot of things that are really kind of going for it. One of them is the color palette. It's very understated. You're getting little smatterings of wildflowers, but not a lot. You're getting a fair bit of just kind of nice green lush lands. You've got nice little, like, I don't want to say rocky outcrops, but you get like these, big hills and like big peaks every once in a while, and it just kind of breaks up that kind of the greenery that is there, because you start seeing like exposed stone and all that stuff. So it does look nice, and I do like that kind of as a look. Again, you get these massive hills in parts of the map. There are plenty of undulations. The fields are really nice. They're a little compact. You're gonna have like not a lot in the ways of there's a stop right there. You're not going to have a lot in the ways of yields off of these fields, because a lot of them are very small until you start getting into some of the larger fields. Then you can expect a larger yield. Oh. But outside of that, I mean, this is, I think, a really solid map. I really do like it. Besides the color palette and kind of the general layout, that's the chickens. Okay. Other than that, there's a lot of just beautiful areas. Everywhere you look, there's just something that's going on that's really nice. And it feels, for the most part, like a very flat map. And I think that a lot of that has to kind of do with the road structure. But then you see things like this, these kind of little hills and just little peaks that are just strategically placed around the map, and it's reminds you that no, this isn't flat. I think a lot of it has to do with, like, because the roads and any of the rises and falls on them are so subtle, they're so gradual, that it's not really enough to kind of have your brain register that, hey, you just went up in elevation. It might even be just so slightly that, again, it just doesn't feel that way. But I mean, you get areas like this where you get these beautiful views right over the little lake directly in front of us there. Little like walking paths with the little benches for the observations. Like, look at that. That's gorgeous. That's really, really nice, and I really like that. And it's just those little kind of details that don't have to be on a map, but the map maker put it there anyways. It's awesome. Yeah, so all in all, I really like this map, and I would out of the 0 to 5 scale, would very, very easily give this a 4 to 4.5. It's very, very nice, and it's very much approaching a 5 in my book. But like I said, it's somewhere in the 4s to 4.5 range, so I'd be very comfortable with that. I wouldn't say it's a 5, and a lot of that has to do with the kind of disconnect. Personally, what I don't care for about this map is the disconnect from the kind of farming area versus your home quarters. You're living there in town kind of thing, and I just can't wrap my brain around that. I know there's plenty of maps and things that will do that. It's just some reason I would want to be, on the farm kind of thing. And that's, again, a personal hang up, and nothing against the map maker itself. It's just aesthetically just not as pleasing to be here in the town than it is being on the farm. So it's that, and there's just, I don't know, the kind of general road network is also I don't want to say confusing, but to have like if I look at the map, I'll show you what I'm talking about. Having this sell point way out here and not have any means or area to get to it. Wait a minute. I just noticed something. Uh-oh. Can I... Okay. So there's nothing over there. I saw this little area right here and assumed that there might be, like, again, like that chicken barn down in the south east of the map. Just, is there something that's hiding on me? And that looked like a spot that could have been. So yeah, having this one sell point way out here, and only way you can get to it is this little access road back here. Again, nothing against the map maker, just that inevitably, I feel like that'll be the one sell point that all of the contracts will hit, kind of thing. So you're having to go all the way out in the middle of nowhere and have one way to get there. So like I said, it's something like that that's just takes it down just a notch, just a little bit. But when everything's said and done, I think this is a very solid map. The color palette's beautiful, the landscape beautiful, just everything about it is just very, very beautiful, very nice, and a very solid map. I think this is going to be a map where a lot of people can come on and just have fun, kind of thing, and be able to really diversify. That's the other reason why I really like it as well, is because a lot of the fields are so small that you are able to buy a lot of them very quickly, and then be able to diversify and get into a lot of the different production points that are based on this map. That's another reason why I really like this, is that it's got so many custom production points and also mods and things like that. It's just, you can tell that the map maker went through and did a lot to be able to make it very much unique and kind of a stand out from the rest map. And I appreciate that. I can really dig that. But that is it. I hope you enjoyed this map tour. If you did, please show them by liking, sharing, subscribing, following, commenting, doing all the things the algorithms enjoy you doing. That shows you're engaged with this channel, enjoying the content. And that being said, I hope you have a fantastic day. Take care.